Hey, movie lovers, this is Leo.
Mike.
And Kevin from Films and Fermentation.
If you love comedy, movies, and a good drink in hand, then you need to check out the Pod Nation Media Network.
It's home to a variety of amazing podcasts covering everything from pulp culture to history and, of course, movies like ours.
And the best part, Pod Nation Media Network is featured on Roku, so you can stream your favorite podcasts anytime.
Alongside Films and Fermentation, you'll find other fantastic shows like the KJ&A podcast, The Undiscovered Entrepreneur, Real Sharks, and so many more.
So grab a drink, press play, and join the fun with Pod Nation Media Network.
Because everything's better with a little comedy, movies, and booze.
Learn more by going to linktree.com/podnationpods.
Films and fermentation, movies and inebriation with films and fermentation, comedy mixed with tasty libation. Films and fermentation with Leo, Kevman, and Mike.
I
knew how to play that on the piano. I mean, I'm not bragging or anything, but I knew how to play that on the piano with these two fingers. And then I went into chopsticks.
And then chopsticks because you watch Big a lot.
That's right.
Welcome, everybody, to Films and Fermentation, episode 191. This is a new topic. We're hoping to make a recurring one. This year in soundtrack history, and for our first time covering this topic, we're doing one of our favorite years of cinema in 1985. There are some real popular radio plays from this year that you're going to be hearing. These are all songs that are from movies, not anything else, not TV or anything like that, just movie soundtracks. But it was a really good year for music. Welcome to Films and Fermentation, a movie and alcohol podcast. Number one. Go ahead.
There are some television on there.
Oh, there are some television on there. Thanks for making me a liar in the intro.
Liar! Liar!
These are all soundtracks. I'm not a witch. I'm your wife. Again, we are Films and Fermentation, movie and alcohol podcast. Number one pop culture podcast on Good Pods and beer podcast on Good Pods. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
We're three friends who like to talk shit about movies while getting shit-faced. In this episode, the movies are great, the drinks are strong, and the nostalgia is turned up to 11. Tonight, we're taking a totally tubular trip back to 1985, a year when movie soundtracks were so good they had their own fan clubs. From power ballads to synth anthems, these tunes didn't just accompany the films, they defined them. So whether you're dancing in the streets with Bowie and Jagger or hitching a ride back to the future, this episode is your mixtape of cinematic magic. Grab your wine cooler, crank the volume, and let's get this retro party started. Ooh. Don't forget, you can drop us an email at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsandfermentation. To find all of our social media and podcast links, become part of our family at the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku, or by joining us on Patreon, because we are an independent podcast, which means we are listener supported. So please consider joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month to receive members-only content. That's right, for $1 donation, Mike will sing you his cover of The Never-Ending Story.
Never-ending story.
Go to patreon.com/films and fermentation or purchase our merchandise at teespring.com. You can also text us at 904-867-4466. To the person who texted before about me talking too much, hopefully I make it up to you in this episode.
Can we order on our website? I know we have a website that has merch. Can we download Mike singing The Never Ending Story as like a ringtone?
I'll have to look into that, see if we can make
Great.
that happen. I might be able to put it as like a free MP3 on like Patreon or something.
And I'm next to try to sing. Damn.
What are we drinking tonight, folks?
I'll go
first. You want to go first? You go first. Go ahead.
Okay. My son was up here judging, my selection, and determined which one I will be drinking first. I have two Sam Adams beers. I'll be enjoying the Lemon Radler. Is that what they're referring to it as now? Yes, the Lemon Radler from Sam Adams. It's the Porch Rocker. We've brewed a Golden Hell's Lager combined with a freshly squeezed lemon taste that pairs well with any summer day, because that's from their summer variety pack, and a new blueberry lager, which I know you gentlemen love.
That's not Mike's thing. I don't mind a blueberry. Mike's not a blueberry.
You lost me.
My wife is sacrificing this for me so that I had a different beer from last week.
They used to have one called Blueberry Hill. That was in like their fall pack before, so I guess this is like a new blend.
Yeah.
But
crack one open.
I am drinking tonight, since we're talking about familiar soundtracks from a familiar year for us. I'm drinking a familiar drink, so I'm having a Mackenzie's Black Cherry hard cider, and when I finish that, I have a Mackenzie's Black Cherry hard cider. And in case I finish that one, I have a third Mackenzie's Black Cherry hard cider ready to go. Because they're easy to drink.
The same song on repeat.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. If you like a song, just keep playing it.
Does your beer fridge just kind of spontaneously generate new Mackenzie's? Because you always seem to have them available. And honestly, every time I've gone in, I've never seen the back of the fridge. So
it's hard to get to the back of that fridge. The majority of the top shelf of that fridge is moonshine.
The light stuff.
Yeah, there's moonshine and like other types of drinks on that top shelf. The beers are mostly on the door. The Mackenzie's, I just happen to like grab a 6-pack every now and then because I love Mackenzie's. So
you understand? I'm saying this out of envy because I need the beer fridge.
Mike, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking from Cape May Brewing Company. Their long liner lager, 5% alcohol by volume.
All right. Nice.
Ooh,
all
that's
right.
a good one.
So moving on to Mike's segment.
This week in film history with Mike. This week in film history with Mike.
Go ahead.
1927 actress Mae West found guilty of obscenity and corrupting the morals of the youth in New York stage play entitled Sex. She is sentenced to 10 days in prison and fined $500. The resulting publicity launches her Hollywood career.
The play was shut down 10 days after it first started by the New York City Police Department due to obscenity. Kind of want to see this play now. I would love to see if I can find. I'm on Wikipedia looking at it right now, and I'm like, boy, this looks very tame compared to some shit that I've seen recently. What's the next one you got there, sir?
1932 short film The Music Box is released in the U.S., starring Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. 1932 award for best live action short film.
Not as familiar with Laurel and Hardy as I am with like Abbott and Costello and like the Marx Brothers and stuff. So
I know a little Laurel and Hardy, some short stuff. Megan's favorite Christmas version, or Megan's favorite version of Babes in Toyland, has Laurel and Hardy in it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably the one thing I'm like most familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one you got there, sir?
Shirley Temple appears in her first feature-length film, Stand Up and Cheer.
And non-alcoholic beverages everywhere. Rejoiced. Yeah, a lot of old ones on this list tonight, man. A lot
Yeah,
of
there's a
30s
lot of old. 1935, Bride of Frankenstein horror film classic and sequel to Frankenstein starring Boris Karloff and Alice Lancaster is released.
What was pointed out to me just recently? Elsa Lancaster also played one of the nannies in Mary Poppins.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
Yeah.
I think most people would know her as just the woman with the Marge Simpson hair from that horror film in the 30s.
No, I came across my feed and I was like, huh. I showed it to Megan. She was equally impressed.
Honestly, when I think of Bride of Frankenstein now, I just think of what's her
from Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I just think of why can't I think of her name? Madeline Kahn. I just think of her at the end of the movie.
Oh, you're like all the rest. 8 or 9 times and then run off to be with the boys.
You know, she comes out of the bathroom at the end of the movie and she has the Bride of Frankenstein hairdo, and she's like, what's the next one you got there, Star?
1947, New Orleans, an American musical romance film premieres. Louis Armstrong and Billie Holiday in her own feature film play supporting roles.
Yep, know nothing about this. Heard of it, never seen it.
Yeah.
Where does it take place?
I believe
Baton Rouge.
Des Moines. What's the next one you got there, sir?
1967, Casino Royale, James Bond comedy film starring David Levine and Peter Sellers premieres based on Ian Fleming novel. 2011, Games of Thrones, based on fantasy novel by George R.R. Martin, premieres on HBO.
Yes, and nobody ever had a problem with that show, ever.
No.
Nobody ever complained about the plot at any time.
The first few seasons,
First few seasons were amazing. Season 4 was
I still let it play if it's on TV. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I do like certain things about the later seasons. There were some good stuff, but I understand why some people were upset with that last season.
Yeah.
Also in 2011,
Thor, directed by Kenneth Branagh, by Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman, premieres in Sydney, Australia. Good day.
good day. I'm assuming that's because Hemsworth Australian.
I would assume.
Yeah, Thor.
It wasn't the worst of them.
No, Dark World was the worst.
Yes. It was a
So
decent
wait.
story.
I'm trying to get my timelines right here because I'm taking a look at the next one. All right, I'm gonna have to have you read the next one, and then I'm gonna have to question the timeline. Not your timeline, obviously, Mike. Just in my head, the timeline.
The Marvel timeline.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
In 2013, Iron Man 3, directed by Shane Black, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow, premieres in London. What's the matter? Because
Better
3
than
was
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 3 came after Avengers, so
Right, exactly. And Thor was just 2 years prior to Iron Man 3. So were the Avengers 2012? I mean, I thought there was Iron Man or Thor the Dark World.
well, they were pushing them out there for a while, like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
like they were like one year after another for a while there, but
It's several the same year.
The premiere, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because it was premiering in Sydney, Australia, and I don't know.
no, it's a good question. Like I'm not sure. I'm looking it up here. Phase 1 timeline. MCU. Let's see what it says. Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1. Iron Man was 2008. Iron Man 2 was 2010.
Right.
Thor was 2011.
Okay.
Captain America, the First Avenger, was 2011 also.
Right.
And the Avengers was 2012.
Oh wow!
So
okay.
like they were pumping them out like one year after another for a while. You had
So
multiple releases in the same year a couple times.
Thor: The Dark World took place after
Avengers, because it's after Avengers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dark World was after Avengers, and then I think that was followed by what is Age of Ultron, I think, or something came right after that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. We got that cleared up. I didn't want you being tortured the rest of the show. So.
Thank you. I feel relieved. Hold on. Now I feel relieved.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. What do you got next here, Mike?
2017, Gary Sinise receives a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame for his work in the television industry. It's located at 6664 Hollywood Boulevard.
Good.
So he got it for TV. Does he have one for movies too? Then, because I wonder. Because like I know there are people with multiple stars in the Walk of Fame.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you would just adjust the first star. That seems to make more sense to me. If you got a star in the Hollywood Hall of Fame, and
just
then
put another one, just put like an extra.
Just clamp a new thing to it.
change the
like
plaque.
a merit badge. A merit badge. It's exactly what it needs.
Most of them, most of their stars though are like, it's not. You think of Hollywood Walk of Fame as being like this like amazing thing, but it's like most of them are in front of like Sparrow and CBS and shit. So.
Don't knock.
What's the last one you got there, Mike?
In 2017, the world record for gathering of Charlie Chaplin lookalikes, 662, at Manor de Bon, Chaplin's World in Vevey, Switzerland.
The world record for Charlie Chaplin.
I just picture them all having the same tramp waddle.
It's just 662 people waddling down the street and twirling their cane.
And nobody says a word.
They all sit down to eat lunch, and there's 662 of them dancing with dinner rolls on the table with forks and dinner rolls. Oh, good Lord. All right, moving on.
Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates Leo.
All right, if I could afford it, I would be going to London on June 12th because I'm excited to hear this. The original uncut 1977 theatrical release of Star Wars will be screened at the Film on Film Festival in London on June 12th. A rare screening, as the original cut is very difficult to find because George Lucas has deemed it so.
Additionally, that scene that I sent you guys earlier of Jabba is included in
with Leia on the floor doing the twerk. Yeah. Oh my God. Mike, I don't know if you saw that Kevin sent us earlier on Facebook, but I was like, it's like, boy, Disney World must be hurting for attendance.
No.
Daredevil Born Again season 2 is already filming.
Yes.
It was a really good first season, I thought.
Is it over already? I mean, I missed the last one.
The finale was this week. And,
okay.
I got a couple episodes to watch still.
Yeah, they definitely left it open for season 2. It doesn't really like close the story that much.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good. And Mike, you'll be you should let Adrian know. The actor who plays Foggy Nelson is apparently going to be appearing in season 2.
Yeah, I saw that something. So I'm thinking what's a flashback episode or something.
It could be a flashback, or maybe he faked his death, like I said, they did in the comics.
He haunts Matt Murdock.
The ghost of Foggy.
Ooh, spooky ghost.
Yeah. Last of Us season 2 is just premiered on Max. I watched the first episode the other day. It was really good. It was very, very good, man. I'm excited for the second season. Thunderbolts, the new Marvel, the Marvel version of the Suicide Squad, basically, is releasing on May 2nd this year. Kind of want to say it though, because I like Florence Pugh and I like some of the characters that are in it. Are kind of fun. So yeah. Fantastic Four: First Steps is still slated to be released this July, but has reportedly gone through emergency reshoots. Now, movies typically go through reshoots. Adding the word emergency to it.
Well, I mean, July
well.
is 4 months away, and there's still post-production they got to do.
Yeah. Now, they did release a new trailer today, a longer trailer, not the teaser. It was like an actual trailer, and you got to see Silver Surfer for the first time. You got to see Mr. Fantastic use his powers in the trailer for the first time, and another really good look at Galactus at the end of it. So, I mean, it looks pretty good, and I'm excited about it, but still we'll see. And then lastly, I have a show recommendation. If you're looking to have your soul completely crushed, check out Adolescence on Netflix. It is a 4-part miniseries written and starring. I can't remember the actor's name, but he was in Boardwalk Empire. He's a guy that, like, I've seen him play so many American characters. I couldn't believe he was British.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, no, you're close. It's Steve something, but it's not Buscemi. But I watched this the other day, a recommendation from a friend of mine, and Stephen Graham is the actor's name. And it's so fucking good. It is really amazingly acted. It's about a kid who is arrested on suspicion of murdering one of his classmates. And Stephen Graham plays the father of the kid. Each episode takes place at a different time within the year, and is in real time. So each episode is 1 hour of that hour of the day, and follows the characters in one shot throughout the whole episode. And so it's all one camera shot. It is really well filmed, really amazing, but it is intense. And if you are not ready for how intense this show is, you may want to lay off. But if you don't mind,
Shot, 1 hour long shot.
Yeah, it's one shot. Like it follows so like the first episode is all about the kid being arrested.
Yeah.
And most of the episode is at the police station. Yeah. But you follow the family like in their car as they leave the house and drive to the police station and all that stuff. And then the second episode is the police investigating at the kid's school. The whole episode is in the school. Third episode is just two characters. It's the kid and a prison psychologist interviewing the kid. The whole episode is just the two of them, and it's fucking riveting.
That's got to be daunting on those actors, though.
The kid, it's his first acting role ever. And they're talking about him like already winning like the Golden Globe and the Emmys and everything for it because he's amazing. And then the last episode, I'm not going to spoil it, is like, the resolution of everything, but it is really, oh man, it was so good. But it is devastating, and you're going to need time to recuperate after watching it.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know, but it's good show, but like, be ready. Mike Anthony, must try beer, craft destination. Oh no, you said you got the what is it, the 1,000 beers to try before you die now, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's hear one of them.
The first one I'm going to give you is from Odell Brewing Company.
Okay.
It's their 5-barrel pale ale. It is 5.2 alcohol ABV, alcohol by volume. Odell's 5 barrels is a bright amber in color with a dense white head. It has a rich nose of spicy citrus hops and warm, bready malt aromas. With a creamy mouth feel and a zesty hop character, this beer is really shines because of its biscuity malt backbone and sweet, dry finish. It has won numerous awards at the Los Angeles County Fair and the Great American Beer Festival, the Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival, as well as gold medal at the North American Beer Awards in 2008.
But it's still not infused with prunes and chocolate, so.
No, it's fine.
We need to move on to Kevin's segment because I have a question about the first headline. So let's get into that.
Kevin's here, he's here for beer. He's got news, it's beer reviews with Kevin.
Kevin!
I read this first headline for the first time now, and I gagged a little bit.
I get a lot of it.
What? This doesn't sound appealing to you, gentlemen?
Why don't you explain it to me, and we'll see.
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe.
Pringles and Miller Lite are launching a limited edition flavors inspired by beer cookout classics. Not enough yet? You need more? All
Yeah,
right,
I
let me
think I
give
need
you
a
some
little more.
All right. 2 things we all crave when the sun starts shining: a crisp drink and a tasty snack. Enter the collaboration between Pringles and Miller Lite. Pringles times Miller Lite, a limited edition flavor lineup inspired by beer-infused cookout classics. Excuse me. These crispy creations bring all the flavor of the grilling season without ever lighting a flame. The flavors synonymous with cookout seasons include light beer can chicken, deliciously combining the flavor of savory roasted chicken, complete with notes of garlic and onion, with the authentic flavor of the original light beer. A light grilled beer brat, which has a smoky grilled beer brat flavor you'll know and love, and notes of black pepper, caramelized onions, and brown spice. The authentic flavor of the original light beer comes through in a hoppy malt beer aroma. The limited edition Pringles X Beer Light flavors hit shelves this May. Feel free to visit Pringles.com to find a store near you. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I may try it, but then again, I was the one that also bought those, the pierogies,
Corned beef drinking motherfucker.
the pierogi potato chips, and the hoagie potato chips, and the what was
but
the
they
other
were actual potato chips. Like I mean, these are Pringles aren't real potato chips, dude. They're like solidified oil and salt.
What are you even talking about, man? They come in a tube. Of course, they're real potato chips. Get your hands stuck in that thing.
See, I don't know. I mean, like, I made fun of you for the corned beef beer, but then I drank it and it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
So I don't know.
I didn't get to try it, so
it wasn't that bad.
Corned beef drinking motherfucker.
Is there anything else there you got, or are we going to the next one now?
That's all there is.
Okay.
Just Pringles. It's pretty much just a Pringles commercial.
Yeah, it's a Pringles commercial.
Okay, so to our friends in the North in New York City, we feel for you that the beer deliveries were affected as workers for distributors are going on strike. Hundreds of unionized workers are on strike over what they describe as unfair labor practices at their local beer distribution centers. The strike is impacting customers who enjoy popular brands such as Corona, Coors, and Modelo. It seems like every contract we moved backwards instead of forwards, and it has gotten to a point where they're basically trying to skin us to the bone, delivery driver Manuel Maldonado said. Maldonado ditched his beer route in the Bronx to join 600 unionized workers from Manhattan Beer beverage distributors as they strike. I understand that this is going to affect a lot of New Yorkers, but just be patient with us because we are fighting for our rights and what we deserve, Maldonado said. On a normal day, the workers rallying outside of Manhattan Beer headquarters in Hunts Point would be stocking and delivering for the beer distributing giant. That means trouble is brewing for restaurants, bars, and supermarkets throughout the city, Long Island, and Westchester. They'll have to find another way of getting their Blue Moon, Modelo, Sam Adams, and Corona. That definitely worries me because, I don't want to have the beers when customers come in looking for that. They know we never run out, bartender Allie Henning said. Most of them will just have to fend for themselves because what we offer is convenience to them, delivery driver Noel Ferrara said. Workers who are thirsting for better treatment say the issues are big enough to stay on the picket line. They are trying to take away the pension and leave us with our time and 401k, which I don't think is a good idea, especially with how the stock market is doing right now. Doesn't seem like the right thing to do, Maldonado says. And that is it. They reached out to Manhattan Beer for a statement, but have yet to hear back. So there you go. That's two, and I think I got one more. This is another one. This is out in Washington State. Got them increasing the tax on beer 100%. I think we can avoid that one. Did you guys hear like a little bell or something? Is that your microphone?
Yeah,
That's
I heard
me.
something.
That's me going ching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're
We're
going
gonna
to
take
put 100% tax. Ching, ching.
Cha-ching.
We're going to take a quick break to hear a promo from the KJ&A podcast, and then we'll be back with our main segment.
Hey, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jay from the KJ&A podcast.
Join us each week where we discuss comics, movies, anime, video games, and current events.
Basically anything to make you laugh and have a good time with all the tangents.
You can find us on Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Patreon, and all the things at KJ&A Podcast.
Gonna need to take it down a notch, about 20% there, Kevin.
And if you get that reference, you can be our friend.
All right. Thank you for staying with us after that quick break from the KJ&A podcast, members of the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku along with us. We're going to our main segment tonight. So this is a new thing. It's the This Year in Soundtrack History from 1985 for our first time around with this. We're looking at all songs from both movies and television in 1985. This is Mike's baby, so he's going to take the main segment tonight and lead it for us. So, Mike, whenever you're ready, take it away.
So what I did is I went to the Billboard Top 100 songs for 1985. I went through all 100 songs to find out which ones were in movies and which ones were in TV shows and whatnot. And there was still nearly 30 songs on the top 100 that came from cinema.
Now, that's what I call soundtracks, 1985.
Yes. So we'll start with number 2 on their list, which is Madonna's Like a Virgin from Desperately Seeking Susan.
My favorite thing about Like a Virgin is the opening scene from Reservoir Dogs, where Quentin Tarantino is telling us what Like a Virgin is really about.
Yeah.
It's about this girl, right? She's had so much sex. I mean, dick. And then she meets this like John Holmes motherfucker, and it's like it hurts, like it did the first time. Hence, Like a Virgin. Whether or not that's the actual interpretation, I don't know.
What I like about Like a Virgin is how it was just used in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, right.
Nothing about Desperately Seeking Susan, huh? Madonna's movie.
Was it Like a Virgin or was it Like a Prayer that they used in Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh, you're right.
No, it's Like a Prayer.
It was Like a Prayer, yeah. I get them confused too. Like they kind of sound a little bit alike, but yeah, I think it was Like a Prayer.
The two are both very religious songs.
Yes, they are. They both have to do with calling out to God. I'm more of a fan of the song than I am this movie.
Well, that leads into the next one. Number 7 on their list was looks like the movie. The song was better taken than the movie, because that's one of our, at least it was on my list. I haven't done it as a movie that time forgot. Is Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears from Real Genius, which I love the movie.
I know you love the movie. It's one of my wife's favorite movies too. It's
my favorite movies.
It's Val Kilmer, very very early Val Kilmer movie.
Oh yeah,
we just lost recently. But yeah, I mean, come on, everybody
wants to rule the world.
Stop playing with yourself, Kent.
This is God, Kent.
One of the things I like about these 80s soundtracks too, especially like this, is like it really doesn't have anything to do with the movie per se.
No, it really
like,
doesn't.
It's a catchy song. Let's put it in our film. That was like 80s soundtracks.
It's like if we pair up the song with the movie's either going to push the song's popularity or the song's going to push the movie's popularity. So, you know, you got chocolate on my peanut butter, you got peanut butter on my chocolate. Who gives a shit? It's going to taste good.
Like a throwback to the Reese's commercials from the 80s.
It was. It's a throwback.
Everybody wants to rule the world. And we go right back to Madonna.
Right back to Madonna. On number 9 of that list, Crazy for You by Madonna from Vision Quest.
Vision Quest is a really 80s movie.
It is.
Isn't it about like amateur wrestling or something? I remember. I think I've only seen it once, like a long time ago, and thinking to myself, like, this is a weird movie. It's very 80s. It's Matthew Modine and Linda Fiorentino. Here you go. High school wrestler in Spokane, Washington, has trouble focusing on his training regimen when a beautiful young drifter takes up temporary residence in his home.
It's one of them coming of age films.
It's definitely a coming of age film. I mean, anybody can come of age when Linda Fiorentino's in the movie. Yeah, it's like I don't remember where the vision quest part of it comes in.
No,
Like she
Maybe
helps him
that's-
stay focused on winning or something.
maybe that's what they should have called WandaVision, Vision Quest.
Vision quest. Crazy
Sorry.
for you. It's another definitely another like 80s song that's like, let's just put this in our movie.
Well, but that album from Madonna was a huge hit anyway. So like
so was
song-
the album. So was the Tears for Fears album.
yeah, so like everything went to a movie. So number 12 is our first one from a TV movie. This is Easy Lover by Philip Bailey and Phil Collins. The TV movie was Stingray. Never heard of it myself.
I never heard of the movie. I know the song, definitely.
Know the song.
What's the song? Kev, you know the song, don't you?
Yeah. You're an easy lover. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You're like no other. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I know most Phil Collins songs.
I had a feeling like Kevin has better grasp on Phil Collins than I do.
Oh, yeah.
I was confusing it with a different song. Easy loving, it feels so good.
Yeah, that's Easy Lover.
Easy Lover. Go ahead, what's it? I don't want to breeze through these, but I feel like we're breezing through these a little bit.
We'll get to some more that we'll like to fuck around with later. Maybe even this one.
Yeah,
because we went from number 12 to number 13.
I can't fight this feeling anymore.
But REO Speedwagon from the Goonies.
Can you guys help me with this? Because we just did an episode on the Goonies. We just covered it for the 40th anniversary. We spent an entire hour and a half talking about the movie, and I don't remember Can't Fight This Feeling in the film.
It was in there. I think it was just briefly. No, it was in the background. Was it in the background?
Was it? No. Yeah.
Honestly, you say Goonies, I say Cindy. You say Goonies, I say Cindy. Goonies, Cindy, Goonies, Cindy.
That didn't make it. That didn't even make the top 150. I don't think.
I know. I threw it on that list as the bonus. Goonies are good enough for Cindy Lauper.
Well, she hated that song anyway,
which is odd because the movie that song plays in the movie, and they are the Goonies, so they're listening to a song about themselves. It's very meta.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the REO Speedwagon song, and I gotta look this up because it's gonna fucking bother me now. But I don't even know how to look this up. So,
REO Speedwagon Goonies.
Yeah, I want to know where in the movie it plays. REO Speedwagon Goonies. When? REO Speedwagon song "Wherever You're Going, It's All Right" appeared on the soundtrack for the 1985 movie The Goonies. That's not the one we're talking about, though. What REO Speed? But yeah, it says it's a different song.
Huh?
Unless it's the same song and we just got the title wrong. Wherever you're going, it's all right from the Goonies soundtrack.
No, that is a different song. So my information came up wrong for number 13.
I don't know.
Unless my search confused the two songs.
Let's see. Can't Fight This Feeling. Goonies. Oh, here we go. REO Speedwagon, Can't Fight This Feeling, official video. But it's not the song that's on the Goonies soundtrack. The song on the Goonies soundtrack says, "Wherever you're going, it's all right."
Well, I did make a mistake apparently because I looked up.
You got this on a different website, though, didn't you?
Well, the website I got just had the top 100, so I googled "Can't Fight This Feeling" movies 1985.
Okay.
And it came up with that. So maybe it just
with REO Speedwagon, but it gave you a different song.
Yeah.
Still, I don't remember that other song being played in the film either.
That's our first time doing it.
I can't hear it, but Kevin's listening to it.
You guys can't hear it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, that's not playing either. Oh, wait, here.
Then this has really good noise suppression technology.
Was that Can't Fight This Feeling you were playing?
No, that's wherever you're going. It's all right.
Because it sounds like the same song.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's pulling it up. He's got the REO Speedwagon on the speed dial.
He's going into his MP3 player, pulling out the vinyl.
Mike's mixtape.
The one he used to win Adrian's heart.
Let's see. Wherever you're going, it's all right from the Goonies soundtrack. There isn't even like a video for it.
No. I know the next song really well, though.
What's that?
I say I know the next song really well.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Mike,
the,
I'm gonna find a clip of this and I'll put it on. I'll put it on when I edit the show. We can stop looking for the mixtape. Why did the commercial sound much clearer than the song? Oh, you can stop it. No, it's just in the soundtrack. It wasn't in the movie.
So the guy's worried about his doctor's office having his social security number from the 80s and how the technology is just insufficient. But they didn't. The 80s computers weren't hooked up to the internet. So why is he concerned? It doesn't make any sense. No one's getting a social from that archaic computer system.
Was that the commercial?
Yeah, that's what the commercial was.
I wasn't paying attention.
Like, what are you talking about?
All I know
is that commercial
computer system from the 80s and somebody having your social security.
I don't know.
It's not war games.
That commercial was just so much clearer than the song was. That was
not even Ferris Bueller. There's no way of logging into that computer from the 80s and that.
And then getting into the school records and changing them.
That's right. Would you like to play a game? No, I just want the social security.
I think we all agree that Goonies Are Good Enough is the better song from the soundtrack. But,
most definitely.
This song was on the soundtrack, but just the soundtrack. It wasn't in the movie. There was a lot of those too in the 80s where it was like, here's the official movie soundtrack, but it's not. It doesn't appear in the film.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one because I think we all know this one.
Number 15, "The Power of Love" by Huey Lewis and the News. Back to the Future.
The power of love. Huey Lewis.
Power of love.
Yes, Huey Lewis is the judge who tells him he's playing too loud.
Excuse me, son. Son, you're just too darn loud.
You're just too darn loud. That's the power of love.
And it was featured on his sports album. I remember my brother having that one. That had "I Want a New Drug" on it as well. And,
again,
he did a couple songs, I want to say, for Back to the Future.
But again, like another one where like the album is just as good as the soundtrack. So it's
right.
Here's a great song. Let's put it in our movie because "Power of Love" really has nothing to do with Back to the Future, but it's kind of synonymous with the film anyway.
And Huey Lewis always reminded me of that guy who hosted Dirty Jobs.
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe. Yeah. Like those two could be brothers. Fun fact: Huey Lewis featured in American Psycho.
Yes. Yeah, that whole scene where he's explaining the meaning of the album to Jared Leto before he chops him up.
Have you seen it where Huey Lewis is the
is the Christian Bale thing? Yeah, and he's doing a little dance. I should put that clip in there for Power of Love. him chopping up Jared Leto with the axe.
So we go from 15 to 16 on our list.
I was going to say I should have put a bonus one on there too. We should have had Johnny Be Good for the formal that they could do at the end of the film. What's the next one you got?
From 15 to 16, we go "Don't You Forget About Me" from Simple Minds, "The Breakfast Club."
Don't
you forget about me.
Don't
Don't
you
Sonic
forget
Whiskey
about
Air,
me.
crossing the football field,
Yeah.
and
As I
again
walk
the
on
song
by.
has no
As
connection.
I walk by,
I actually think this song has a
will you
lot of
call
connection to
my
the film.
Do you
name?
really?
I do, because think about the end when they're all leaving. They've all
Mhm.
connected over this day. They realize that they're not as different from each other as they thought they were, but they still realize that when they see each other at school, they can't just say hi to each other in the hallway because of the cliques that they belong to and who they are by reputation and stuff. So like that lyric, don't forget about me as I walk on by, I feel like kind of ties into that.
Will you call
That
my
theme.
name?
You got a lot more out of that movie than I did. I just thought it was a bunch of badass kids who got a weekend detention. I didn't know there was any connecting going on between.
No, it was all in the mind of Anthony Michael Hall. It was just a
Right.
dream. That's why they were able to smoke pot and destroy the place and not get in trouble for it. Yeah, I felt like there was a little more connection with that song than some of the other ones we've looked
That's
at so
true.
far. Yeah, still and a great song too, and a fun cover of that song in Pitch Perfect,
Mhm.
sung by Anna Kendrick. Again, not the song I think of in the next film, Mike.
No, because number 17 is "Cherish" by Kool and the Gang and the Karate Kid. I think that's during the school dance scene that's playing in the background or something.
I think you're right when he's dancing in the shower.
The shower,
costume.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of how the song goes.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because for me, when I think of Karate Kid, I think of the Joe Esposito song in the karate tournament montage at the end. You're the best.
Hooray! You're the best. Hooray!
Around. This is the episode that's going to lose us listeners. It's the best. I'm going to bring the SoundCloud up again because I don't remember Cherish, and I know you guys can't hear it, but I believe I can record a little bit of it. So let me see if I can do that. Cherish by Kool and the Gang. See if we can figure out what this song is. Oh, there's an ad. There's always an ad. Always going to be an ad. And of course, we don't get royalties for the ad, so it just plays. So I got to sit through a 30-second ad to get to this song that I'm not familiar with, and I'm not even sure if it's going to record. Oh, God. Let's just keep singing "Best Around." You're the best. Oh, wait.
Here it is.
Let's take a walk together.
I'm listening to the song and I don't recognize it.
I don't recognize it. No. I'm looking at the soundtrack list and it doesn't appear on there.
The closest I can say is I think Mike is right about it maybe being played during that school dance.
It might be played in the background, yeah.
It's kind of like background, and I can't really tell what it is. And the song that I was listening to was instrumental too. Like I didn't hear any singing in it or anything. So, I'm going to say "Cherish" is defeated by "The Best Around" by Joe Esposito as the best song from Karate Kid. So.
They say and I know we're not on Karate Kid 2 yet because that's a whole nother year away. But I always said "Glory of Love."
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's got the come on.
That was probably the best thing about Karate Kid Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the Karate Kid from there went downhill.
So the next one I definitely know and is definitely something to do with the film.
So number 18, St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion by John Parr. St. Elmo's Fire is the movie. I want to be a man in motion.
You sure this was in the movie?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's titled after the film, so at least you know
it could be just ironic.
It's ironically called St. Elmo's Fire.
What a quinky dink!
What year did
St. Elmo's Fire? We all love Tom Cruise. He's not in this movie. Who am I thinking of?
Who was this one? This is Rob Lowe.
This is Rob Lowe
Demi
and
Moore, Rob Lowe.
Judge.
Was it Debbie Moore in this one?
Yeah,
Demi
Demi Moore,
Moore,
Rob Lowe.
Ali Sheedy.
Yeah, your girl's in it, Ali Sheedy.
Yeah.
And I think, was Estevez in this one?
Estevez might have been in it. Did this also have Andrew McCarthy?
It might have. I don't know. I get them all. They all blend together. all those Rat Pack movies.
All those Brat Pack movies, yeah.
Yeah, they all kind of blend a little bit. Next one's a good one.
Number 19. The heat is on.
The heat is on.
It did have Andrew
And
McCarthy.
Fry from Beverly Hills Cop. There's actually 3 songs from Beverly Hills Cop on this fucking list.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean that had one. That was an amazing soundtrack. Beverly Hills Cop came out in 1984, but was one of the movies that kind of persisted into 1985. So it was,
Right, and the soundtrack
for a
kept
real long
going in.
time.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. It's such a good soundtrack, man. And the heat is on. It plays in the film,
Yep.
and I mean it kind of has something to do with with them. They're cops. They're the heat.
Yeah.
Heat is on.
They are the heat. They
Heat
are.
is on. Heat is on. It's on the street. Oh my God. The next
The
one.
heat is on. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Next one on their list was number 27. We go from 1927 with Miami Vice theme by Jan Hammer. It was all over the place.
Hard to do a song
Yeah.
without lyrics.
Yeah. Especially when it's all synthesizer.
All I know is I wanted to wear suits like Don Johnson. I wanted those pastel T-shirts with the white blazers.
You didn't want to be Tibbs?
Tibbs? I wanted to be Tibbs. Yeah, I wanted to be. What's his name?
Don Johnson. You wanted the alligator in the goddamn boat.
God, man, Miami Vice. So
We go on to
don't
number
think
30.
can't argue that one was the theme song of the show.
This thing was wrong. Yeah, I mean, it was on 27 on a freaking list.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that should be a lot higher. We should be arguing like the ranking.
Right.
It's like Miami Vice theme is the 80s. Like that should be way higher on this list.
I don't know. Like a Virgin still goes today.
Now, the next one I don't think should be this high.
Rhythm of the Night, number 32 by DeBarge
From
The Last
I
Dragon.
did not know Gloria Estefan was in DeBarge.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did not.
I didn't know that either. I was just pretending like I did.
I mean, she's the lead singer, right?
No, that's
That's
wrong. That's the wrong version. That's the wrong version.
Yeah,
Sure, this is DeBarge.
that's the rhythm of the night. The night. Or are we all confused right now?
Yeah, no, that's not DeBarge. That's
Of the night. That's not Gloria Estefan either.
No, but it sounds a lot like her. It's a
That
guy
surely
singing.
is.
I'm watching a guy singing.
It's
like
a guy
Gloria
singing.
Estefan. It's a guy singing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the song though either.
Are you sure? Because it says
Sure,
DeBarge,
sure.
Rhythm of the Night.
well, then it
Oh,
must
maybe it
be.
is. I don't know. I don't know this movie either. I'm looking at the trailer on IMDb and it looks fucking bizarre. The Last Dragon, 1985, PG-13. In New York City, a young man searches for a master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery known as the glow.
Hey,
And
80s martial arts movie. Let's do it.
I kind of feel like it might be a little racist because the main character is black and he's looking for something called the glow. And I'm like, it's like Soul Glow? Is this like
Oh, no, I do remember this movie. And
Oh, you
gotta
do?
remember this movie?
I
Come
have no
on.
idea. I have to
No.
ask Cthulhu Jack if he knows this
Oh,
movie.
no, I can't believe you don't remember this movie. The
No.
villain. Oh, man.
It's like this real over the top dude.
Yeah.
They're all over the top of karate
Yeah,
martial art
the
movies.
villain's name is Show Nuff.
Oh no.
Show enough.
Show Nuff. I think I might be
This
watching
may
this
be like
tomorrow.
coming in at the end of Black exploitation movie.
That's what it looks like. It reminds me of Black Dynamite. Go away, little kid. A lot of guys named Black Dynamite. I might be watching this tomorrow.
I think you should. You'll be
I should.
pleasantly entertained.
Very low on the list, I think, is a Duran Duran song, Mike.
View to a Kill. From A View to a Kill, James Bond.
I mean, arguably not the best.
Into the fire.
Arguably not the best Duran Duran song, and probably not the best James Bond theme, but
But the movie does have your boy.
Yeah, Chris Walken. Chris Walken's the
Christopher
villain.
I'm
trying to kill you, Bond. I want you to die.
I'd say not probably my favorite, Bond movie either. Not my least favorite, but
this is like towards the end of Moore's run, right?
Yeah,
like he was like in his late 50s and was kind of tired doing these films. Next one's a really good one.
Number 37. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration.
Be careful, your mic. You'll fall in love with you.
Chicago, from Street to Fire.
You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. Bring me to my life. No one needs you more than I need you more than I. Now, I thought this was in a different movie in the 80s.
It may have been in a few movies in the 80s.
Was it Mannequin?
No.
Am I thinking of something else?
Yes, you're thinking of something else. Oh, I like that Mannequin song too.
That was a Jefferson Starship song from Mannequin.
We built this city.
Yeah, we built this. No, it wasn't. We built this city. It was something else, but it's kind of like you're the inspiration. Now, I'm looking up this movie because this is another one I'm not too familiar with. Streets of Fire.
Yeah, some of them are really obscure.
Diane Lane's in it. I'm watching this one too. 1984 Diane Lane. I'm all over this shit. Oh my god! And it's got Willem Dafoe.
Well, now you know why he's the inspiration.
I know this movie. I know the movie Cthulhu Jack covered it on his YouTube channel.
Nothing's going to stop us. That's it.
Nothing's going to stop us now. Streets of Fire. I'm pretty sure Jack covered it on his YouTube channel because I remember seeing this crazy ass photo of Willem Dafoe as the villain in the movie. It stars Diane Lane. Wait, get this cast: Diane Lane, Willem Dafoe, Amy Madigan, and Rick Moranis, and Bill Paxton. Robert Townsend. Yeah, I might be watching this tomorrow. I might be doing a little marathon of Streets of Fire and Last Dragon tomorrow. Little 80s marathon. Yeah, that's a great song, and that's a movie I definitely want to check out because I remember pretty sure Jack talked about that one. It sounds like a Jack film. Mike, you want to move on to the next one?
Number 38 by the Pointer Sisters and Beverly Hills Cop. It's Newtown Dance.
The second Beverly Hills Cop song on the list. No, that's not the one you're doing, Kev, is the Axel F theme song. That is on the list. That's a little later.
Oh, the Newtown Dance.
Yeah.
We're all just dance.
This is I don't know. I feel like this should be lower on the list. Like the Axel F theme should be higher.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know why the Axel F theme is so low. Let's go to the next one.
Number 39, We Belong by Pat Benatar from The Legend of Billie Jean.
Who wants to take this one?
We belong. We belong.
together.
We belong to the night. Tell you, many times I've cried alone. I'm so surprised how well you give my feelings to the bone. Won't leave you really. Invested too much time. Give you up that easy. You have to complicate your mind. We belong to the night.
We belong to
We belong to the sounds of the words. We both falling under.
He's gonna see the whole damn song. We let him keep going. Jesus.
We belong.
We belong.
You seen
I
Pitch
had the
Perfect?
karaoke version of I'm just going to sing.
Did you see Pitch Perfect 2, Kev?
Yes.
That's the song that Amy sings to Bumper when she finally realizes she's in love with him. Stop! I'm trying to sing a solo here. That's a good one. So Kevin's just going to sing the rest of them the rest of the night now. What's the next one? I'm
Number
not
42. All I Need by Jack Wagner Against All Odds.
Oh, it's All I Need Is a Miracle. Yeah,
I don't know if that's it, but I mean that's what I went to with All I Need.
that's what it seems like it might be to me. Like I don't know.
But that's
All
Michael
I
Mechanics is all that. So All I Need, Jack Wagner?
Jack Wagner. Let's see. All I Need, Jack Wagner. Here it is. All I Need, Jack Wagner. Not letting me play it on SoundCloud. So. This is making for good podcasting. The fact that we have no songs that we can. I think it's All I Need Is a Miracle.
Was not what I had planned. And now I'm not so sure just where I stand. I wasn't looking for true love, but now you're looking at me. You're
Oop,
the only one
in that
I
crescendo
can
now.
love. You're the only one I see. All
I need. I know the song now.
just a little more time.
Yeah. All I need. It's not All I Need Is a Miracle. It's a different song. Rocky 4.
By Survivor. I'm a little questioning this one still because
Yeah.
it came up, but I thought the one that was in for Rocky 4 was the Blazing Heart. Oh, that was Rocky 4.
When I think Rocky 4, I think of
How much
the James Brown song because that's what Creed comes out to the ring to, Living in America.
Living
In America, before he gets his ass beat by
Right.
Bowie and Jagger. But I don't know this one. Yeah.
Burning Heart Price.
Oh, I know that the search is over. The search is over. I was with you all. I think that's the one.
Is this like? Did they play this during the funeral for Apollo Creed?
They might have.
I think they played this during the funeral for Apollo Creed. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Where did we leave off here? We left off with Rocky 4, right?
Right. We're moving on to number 49. Missing You from Diana Ross. One of the first music videos shown on MTV, VH1. That's the only reason.
So you just put it on there because of that?
Yeah, because it was on TV.
It was
One of
on
the first music videos.
Video Hits 1.
Yes. Which lasted longer for videos than MTV did.
Yeah.
Not much.
Not much longer, but I
miss
used to watch
music
VH1
videos.
all the time, man. VH1 had 2 shows that I really liked. I love the 80s.
I love
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
also did Behind the Music.
Yep,
Mhm.
that was
And
pretty
Behind the
good.
Music was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the one that sticks out in my head the most is the TLC Behind the Music. Left Eye knew her shit. Like she was great in those interviews. She was cute too. Sorry.
Left Eye.
Mhm.
Number
Um,
50,
number 50.
Separate Lives by Phil Collins and Marilyn Martin in White Nights. Don't know the movie.
I know the movie. The movie was Gregory Hines and Mikhail Baryshnikov. They were,
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
yeah, not Mikhail Baryshnikov. Who am I thinking of? What's who's the tap dancer guy from Russia? I can't think of his name.
I think he went by Steve, didn't he?
So basically, he was a dancer in Russia who was trying to defect to America. And
Right.
Gregory Hines was an American living
Yeah.
in Russia at the time. White Knights. Hold on, it's not the right movie. God, there's a lot of White Knights. I'm right. It's Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Gregory Hines. Yeah, Mikhail Baryshnikov was like a very famous ballet dancer from Russia, and this was like his first foray into films. It's an okay movie. I like Gregory Hines better doing comedy.
Oh, he did. That
Very
would be a
sad
second.
song.
Yeah, that would be one of two of movies he did about tap dancing.
Well, yeah, I mean he
Gregory
was
Hines.
a professional dancer too, Gregory
Yes.
Hines. It's 3 if you count History of the World.
Oh, yes,
That's true. Yeah, he did that.
He does the
I'm
Ethiopian.
going to say the Against All Odds soundtrack should have had, Against All Odds by Phil Collins. That should have been
Yes.
the most notable one. Separate Lives is a good song.
So moving on to number 57. We Don't Need Another Hero, Thunderdome. Tina Turner, Mad Max, Beyond the Thunderdome.
It's
Not
no
a great
wonder.
movie.
It's no wonder Tina Turner decided never to act again after this film.
Great song. We don't need
Great song.
another hero.
Bizarre movie.
We don't need another
Hero.
We don't
like-
need another.
You had to put the Thunderdome in parentheses there, so you know it's the theme for Thunderdome.
Yeah, that's what they put on there. On the list.
We don't
Which
need
is
another
funny.
Thunderdome.
What's funny is 2 steps down after that, number 59, Better Be Good to Me by Tina Turner from Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome.
Okay, that's just pushing it now. Now you're just like talking about songs that are just on the soundtrack at this point because
Yeah.
it wasn't like Tina Turner was breaking out the song during the film.
No, but it was on there.
Yeah, it was such a bizarre movie. Oh my god!
Yeah, it was.
All I remember
the one-
is him fighting in the Thunderdome. He had to fight the big dude that had like the little dude sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Master Blaster.
Oh, how do we go from Mad Max to what was the second one?
It was Well, the first one was Mad Max, and then
Max.
there was the Road Warrior. Was the second
The
one.
Road Warrior. Yeah, Road
And then the
Warrior.
third one was Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah.
How do we go from Mad Max and being a cop?
Yeah. And the first one was just like the first one was just like a revenge thriller,
All right.
and the second one was a post-apocalyptic warlord thing.
And the
And then
third one
one was just over the top. Actually, you want to watch a good Mad Max movie, man? Watch Fury Road. That was freaking phenomenal. The later one.
And then Rosa came out after Fury Road.
Yeah, Furiosa wasn't bad. I thought Fury Road was much better. Fury Road was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like Mike said, like how did it go from this like police revenge thriller
to post-apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic, action film? I thought you were going to say, how do we go from Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome back to Beverly Hills Cop again?
No, I thought I'm going to the one that we've been waiting for all night. Number 61, Axel F by Harold Vladimir from Beverly Hills Cop.
You guys sound like a bunch of drunk R2D2s.
Yeah, I'll do my Peter Griffin. This should be in the top 5. This is probably one of the most recognizable theme songs from the 80s. How is it all the way at number 61 on this list? Yeah, we're not doing RTD2. This should be in the top 5. This should be higher than the other 2 songs from Beverly Hills Cop.
Well, it's on the top. Well, I guess what's Billboard is how many times it gets played on the radio and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess. But if we were doing our own list, this would be higher.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's what we should do for the next time we do this.
Yeah, next time around we should do our own list. Screw this Billboard top 10 list. This is like
no, we should. We should take their list and say which one should be higher and lower.
Do like we do with the ranker.com stuff.
Yeah,
because this is definitely being like top 5, top 10. At the very least. I don't know the next one.
Misled, Cool in the Gang, Jumping Jack Flash. I don't know.
I know Jumping Jack Flash. That's the Whoopi Goldberg movie.
Yeah,
it's
probably just somewhere in the background. I'm sure.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting to like some of the really like. Yeah, that doesn't help me at all.
The video is intriguing.
Most videos are.
Man, I mean, there's so much going on. There's an Indiana Jones reference and some guy that looks like Michael Jackson. And a ghost lady in white. Yep, ghost lady in white walking on a bridge in Central Park.
Okay.
There's a lot going on here.
Number 70. Would I Lie to You by the Eurythmics, One Crazy Night. Don't know the movie. I know the song.
One Crazy Night. Is that one of the ones you've talked about before, Kev?
No, that's One Crazy Summer.
Okay. Yeah, this one I'm not familiar with either. See, One Crazy Night. One Crazy Night from 1985. Doesn't even come up when I look it up on IMDb.
Is it 84?
It's because I spelled it wrong. Crazy
84,
Night.
86 too. So
Jesus. So there's one from 2006, 2011, 2018, 2007, 1992. There were a lot of crazy nights out there in Hollywood. Let's see, 1985. I can't even get that one to come up. One Crazy Night. Where is this movie? This movie doesn't exist, I don't think. I'm going far down the list here, man, and I am not seeing it. It's not even coming up. Is it a TV movie? Maybe
it might have been.
Yeah, like I don't know this one. I think we're getting to like the dregs of this list now, Mike. Because
well, we're almost done.
Yeah,
we only got 3 more.
4.
4 more. Excuse me.
We got
number 72. No More Lonely Nights. Paul McCartney. Give My Regards to Broad Street.
In My Regards to Broad Street. Is that a movie about Philadelphia?
Wasn't this from Arthur?
No More Lonely Nights. It could have been. Again, a lot of these movies, a lot of these songs got reused in other films. Give My Regards to Broad Street. It stars Paul McCartney.
Well, that's why it's off.
And the video has Ringo Starr in it.
It's a recording of his album that came out that year. Paul McCartney's recording of his new album is complicated by the fact that the master tapes of his recordings are missing. So it's kind of like a documentary about the recording of an album.
Well, let's figure that one out. The next one, 1979. Some Like It Hot.
Yeah, I think you need number 79. This is 1985.
And I don't know anymore. I'm having. I'm actually on to my third one of these beers.
Some Like It Hot, number 79, from the Power Station, from the film National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Everybody likes their the bonus song anyway.
I
I know Holly wrote
Simply Irresistible. It's simply irresistible.
Oh, that was what the hell was his name? I know the song you're talking about. Simply Irresistible.
Peter.
Money went.
That was
Let me see. Simply Irresistible. Robert Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer. The Sound Like It's Hot sounds like it's sung by Robert Palmer.
Was he the lead singer of the Power Station?
Oh, that's a good question. That could be the reason why.
The Power Station supergroup. It was a supergroup, which means it was made up of other people, including lead vocalist Robert Palmer.
Okay. There you go.
Wow. There you go. That's why it sounds like it was.
Mystery solved.
The power group before there was, the
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for your meddling kids.
And we get our 18th Madonna song on this list.
I don't even know this one.
Third. I don't know Angel either. From Desperately Seeking Susan.
Now, if it's from Desperately Seeking Susan, it's definitely from that same album that she released that year that the movie cribbed from. But yeah, it's not one of the ones that I'm more familiar
with. Material Girl.
This wasn't the one that was her remake of Bringing Up Baby, was it?
What's that? Desperately Seeking Susan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was the star of it. Yeah, I know that.
Really right, weird. And I remember this coming out, and she also did a version of Bringing Up Baby, but I don't think that this is the same movie.
I don't think it's this movie. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what song this is. Bless you. Let's see. I know the song now. You must be an angel. You must be an angel. That's the song. All right. And we got one last one here.
1980. It was not 19. What are you? Jesus Christ. Number 84.
I'm struggling right now.
Oh, hi. I've had way too much to drink tonight.
Hey, running the main segment's not as easy as it looks, is it?
Lay Your Hands on Me by Thompson Twins for the movie Perfect.
Anybody ever see this movie? This is John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, this is the one where she's doing the
aerobics.
And they're having air sex.
Yeah, it's it's all about sweat and sex and aerobics. Yeah. The song I'm having trouble getting in my head here, but Lay Your Hands on Me. Wow, it's the first one that came up on the search. That's bizarre. Let's see. Oh, no commercial. Excellent. Fuck, that song is 80s. Jesus. Yeah,
you're the only one that heard it.
That video. Oh, you got to see the video on YouTube, man. That is that's like if 80s took a shit and 80s came out. Lay your hands on me.
Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. So before we get too totally off the wall here, because I think I'm starting to feel it again, too.
Feel it, too.
What's the beer trivia you got for us tonight?
The beer trivia. So this should have been done earlier this month, but, shit happens. The 7th of April is celebrated as National Beer Day. It also commemorates when the Cullen-Harrison Act went into effect, which in 1933 allowed the distribution and sale of low alcohol beer following 13 years of prohibition.
Low alcohol beer?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
Is it worth drinking?
Yeah.
No one said that.
Yeah, we got a cinema quote of the week.
We do. The budget for Apocalypse Now in 1979 was over $25 million. For that sort of money, we could have just invaded somewhere, said Clint Eastwood.
That's probably about as Clint Eastwood as you can get. It sounds like a Clint Eastwood quote. We could have just invaded somewhere. I think we've all had a good time with our drinks tonight.
We had some fun with the songs.
Yeah, I had 3 Mackenzie's black cherry ales. They're not overly strong, but when you drink all 3 within a 10-minute span, you feel it.
Mm-hmm. My
Well,
blueberry lager was delicious.
It sounds good. I
And,
think I'm gonna try.
The porch rocker never fails to make
Yeah.
me happy.
Mike, how you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good after having 3 of these Cape May longliner loggers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished off that. There was 3 left in the 6-pack, so I finished it all.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight for episode 191, where we look back at the soundtracks of 1985. Trying to do my best, like, radio DJ voice there. We hope you enjoyed listening to the podcast as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. Remember, you can send us an email at filmsoffermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsoffermentation. Find all of our social media podcast links. We're on Patreon. We have a Teespring merch store. And you can find us on the Pod Nation Media app on Roku. Please send us in any comments, questions, suggestions you have. We're going to be we're hoping to do a mailbag episode in a little while. So it's nice to get some more submissions in that we can read out loud.
we need some mail in the bag.
Yeah. And don't forget to stop by the crossroads between Pickled and Fermented for episode 192. Next week, we're going to be looking at our favorite Western films. It's going to be another 3 of us choosing our top 5s and kind of talking about them a little bit here and there. Mike's going to have all John Wayne films. I'm going to have all Clint Eastwood films. I'm going to be all Clint Eastwood. Mike will be all John Wayne, and Kevin will be all Kurt Russell. But next week, episode 192, best westerns. That's not the hotel chain.
We'll keep the light on for you.
The name of the episode, best western, not the hotel chain.
We'll keep the mic on for you.
We'll keep the mic on for you. Thanks again for joining us on the Films and Fermentation podcast. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
Mike.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.